Hey guys, today we're gonna go through my pitches, how I grip my pitches, and how I throw my pitches. And I'm gonna start off by saying that I throw a fastball, a changeup, a curveball, and a slider. And so let's get right into it. All right, guys, so the first thing I have is my fastball. And as you can see, I hold it on these seams, put my fingers right here, 4-seam fastball right here. And I put my fingers together because it gets me more like spin off the lace, off the seam, so it can increase velocity. And I'll show a video of what the fastball looks like out of the hand and everything.
Paul Skeens, Mason Miller though, 25-year-old, hardest.
All right, next I have my changeup, and I call it the circle change because as you can see, like you hold it in the circle, but I place it along these 2 seams right here with my middle finger and my ring finger, just right around here. And I leave my pinky out to the side, but you can hang it low, whatever. And then I have my pointer finger wrapped up in a circle with my thumb, as you can see right there. And that's why it's called a circle change, because you make that circle. And what you want to do when you throw this is you really just want to get out with it, get all the way out with it, and then pronate. What I mean by pronate is you move your hand, torque your hand to the side so you can get this spin where it goes like this. So it can go down in depth and horizontally right if you're a righty. And it's just nasty. And I'll show a clip of it, what it does right now.
Absolutely love this Max Scherzer changeup. Notice how at release he has those fingers on that seam to feel that pronation, and then you'll see that finish. He really gets after it, doesn't really think.
All right, after that, I have my curveball, and it's just a really easy grip. It's just from the fastball right here, you just move it slightly to where you get this seam, and just place your finger along the seam with your middle finger and pointer finger. And I circle around this ball with my hand to get it really in depth in my hand for more movement and all that. And my thumb, I just kind of leave it along this seam, this lower seam. And all I'm really doing with this curveball grip is I'm not thinking like a fastball where it's just you throw it straight, but I'm thinking instead of this, to move it like that. So I can release it and rip down on the seam. So it has just this vertical downward movement, and it gets a lot of depth, downward. And I really like it because it's a really unique pitch to fool the hitters. But this is called a 12-6 curveball, but you can have many different curveball grips. And most curveballs, they go from side, from vertically to down, sideways. But this really just gets vertical. And I'll play a clip right now.
Taking a look at Kershaw's curveball here. Remember, guys, with that curveball, the angle of the movement in flight is going to be dictated by the arm action that you have at release. So you see that Kershaw goes from that action to the finish right there, which makes a really good angle.
All right, lastly for me, I have my slider grip, and it is exactly the same with my curveball grip, just putting this finger on the seam, and basically the same thing. But now I have a different mentality of how I throw it. So instead of the curveball going like this time I actually want to think fastball. And so I get all the way out like fastball, but then at the very last moment, I twist my hand and rip down on this seam so it can have this kind of movement. So it goes, my slider, it goes vertically down kind of, and mostly horizontally to the left. So you can really make righties bite on this pitch. It's a really good pitch to have, and I'll play it now.
Waved at that pitch. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
Thank you all for watching. Here's just a recap of my pitches. So I got the fastball right here. I got the changeup right here. I got the curveball right here. And then the slider's just the same. But with all these pitches, you just have to have a different mentality of what you're going to do with them and how you're going to place them. Like with my changeup, I'm going to pronate it. And with my slider, I'm going to like twist my hand to get more movement. But this is just my recommendation. This is how I pitch. We all have different mechanics. Like for me, I'm more of an up top guy, and like y'all can be like side arm, like I don't know, but we all have different like pitching mechanics, and there are so many more pitching grips. Like there's so many with the changeup and slider and everything. It's just what works best for you. So this is just a recommendation from me, like what to do with all your pitches and how I get good movement and velocity on all my pitches. But thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all later.